mean to you on senior day?
Yeah, obviously went to Stanford, and so being a Stanford, alum, I had to get the axe back for my guys, and so we beat Cal today. We were talking about that in our group chat, me and all the other guys I graduated with. But it felt great, getting a chance to, really come here last year and not knowing how many years I'll be here, if I was going to do one or, do two. But really just having a chance to really be embraced by the fan base, by all the guys on the team, the coaching staff, and to cap it off with my last game at Ford Stadium with an interception is just, you couldn't write a better story.
When did you guys find out you were playing Thompson, and what was your reaction to that?
I'll say for us, I think it was kind of just right after the game. I think Coach Lashley, we didn't know if it was official, the Miami game or not. But, great opponent, historic opponent that's been good for some time. And so, just ready to, enjoy this win tonight. Obviously, move on and, start game planning for Clemson.
Sure, just talk about you guys. You had the 3 straight touchdown drives in the first half. You had to kind of grind it out, but then late you added on. But just talk about this performance and this team getting it done.
First off, I would say this team is really special, and I'm just proud to be on this team, and just got to finish it off strong.
Coach talked about finishing. How big was it? This is maybe the first time you guys could maybe take a breath and maybe could have relaxed coming into it with the ACC title game already clinched. But how important was it for you guys to win this one, finish undefeated in the conference?
I feel like it was really important, just being undefeated in the conference. I think no one else did it, so we were big on that, and we came in on a mission.
What's this crowd been like for you guys all season long? And Jonathan, as a local guy, to see it turn into this, I mean, you were committed here out of high school, you probably saw some wider groups, but
Yeah, 100%. I think, I kind of said it earlier in the season, like the support from the students, their, student section has been rocking. To have Bill O'Brien, who was at Alabama and who was in the NFL, to say that this was the rowdiest student section that he's ever heard, I think that's a great compliment to the Stampede. So shout out to them. Obviously, shout out to the rest of the fan base and everybody that's local, local high schools, local, recruits, like whoever it is, like they're bringing a lot of energy. And so I think as a local kid, for me, like seeing the transformation from, last season to this season, and really since Coach Lashley's been here, the uptick in attendance. And so I think that speaks credits and speaks volumes to what Coach Lashley's doing and the support that the people in Dallas have around SMU.
Jonathan, you were here last year when you all went undefeated in the American, and there was a lot of talk about that then. But to do it back-to-back after jumping, as your coach described it, jumping up a weight class in conference, has that really sunk in with you and your teammates? And what does that say about what he and the coaching staff have built here in this program?
Yeah, I think it kind of really hasn't hit us, I would say, yet. I know, once you start winning a lot of games, you get accustomed to winning, right? And coming from a program and a time where I didn't win as much, right, I try to tell guys, like, hey, bro, like, it's not, easy to win, like, for real. And so really just valuing winning, valuing the talent that we have. Like, we knew coming into the season we had a really talented team. We knew we could get to this point and get into this conference championship. It just took the culmination of players with scheme and really just how we embraced each other as a family. And so I think coaches did a great job of putting us in situations to where, we're game-like situations in training camp, putting us in situations that weren't advantageous with summer workouts, right, but still finding a way to do hard things over and over and over again. And then that builds confidence in you as a player and as a team. And so I think that just speaks volumes to Coach Lashley going undefeated 2 years in a row in 2 different conferences. And, for me, I ain't lose a conference game in 2 years, and a lot of guys. And so I think that's a really big honor, and that speaks volumes to Coach Lashley, Coach Grizz, and the rest of the staff.
Sure, you had that string of 100-yard rushing games earlier this month, and the team's already obviously looked at you differently. How much pride do you take in a game like today where you had 68 rushing, 66 passing, or 66 receiving, and called a touchdown and ran for a touchdown?
I just do whatever is for the team. So I don't really worry about the yards and the yard games and stuff. I just trying to win. That's all.
Talk about that catch on that first drive that set up the first touchdown.
I was just, I don't know, I was being natural and just made a catch. Tried to get him the end zone also, but
He a ball player. He humble. He a ball player.
Sorry, What did you think of Derek McFall's performance and being around him? What potential do you see for him?
Derek's gonna be really good here. I just feel like you guys just keep watching him. He's gonna show you guys something for sure. Well, he already did it this game for sure, but he's coming along.
That's what I was going to ask about, but instead I'll ask about the offense just being able to grind it out today. It was, it was fast start, kind of low in the middle, but just what you feel like the guys showed overall.
I mean, coming in playing a team like Cal, like they don't really want you to like run on them and stuff. So they're gonna like stack the box and stuff. We just gotta keep fighting and just keep playing play by play. I feel like we're gonna come up successful every time.
Do you guys, what can you take from last year at Tulane and this year going to Charlotte playing Clemson, which is like a couple hours away? Anything you can take from that into a road-like environment that you guys can apply to another championship game?
Yeah, I would say, if you watched the game last year, we didn't start off, the right way. I think it was probably the worst way you could probably start a championship game. And guys didn't panic. We didn't fold. So kind of keeping that calm composure, no matter what happens during the game, having that trust and belief in each other and in coaches that, no matter what happens, we're going to still put our best foot forward and try to come out of that thing victorious. So I would just say taking that mindset over.
What do you guys feel like that you've proven yourself to the playoff committee, and then what do you guys have left to prove for in this championship game? What are you guys feeling?
The committee is the committee. We don't, really worry too much about outside opinions. Obviously, you still got another game. Once your season's over and, the resume is complete, then, you can kind of talk about those things. But, people going to say what people going to say at the end of the day. But only thing we can do is, just keep winning to keep it simple.